Oh, my hearties, Dinky-Doo. 'Tis just me, Scottie McClue. Welcome. I see there's J-Dog first on tonight. Dinky-Doo, very, very sleep-moving J-Dog. Excellent stuff. And a very warm welcome to the Scottie McClue pop-up live on YouTube just for you, saying Dinky-Doo. So there you are. Around about an hour of superb, scintillating information, education, entertainment for your edification and your delight. Howdy, little bomber. Dinky-Doo, says J-Dog. Excellent. Lovely having you with us, guys. Hope you're well. And a warm welcome to tonight's pop-up. Now, so much to talk about, and as always, so little time to do it in. Had wonderful, wonderful feedback about last night's pop-up. So apparently it was an absolute cracker. A Brahma, a Butte, superb, all that sort of stuff. I'm Dinky Doodle Dandy, born on the 4th of July, says Grenoble, the troll. Fantastic. Fourth is F-O-U-R-T-H. That's F-O-R-T-H. That's born on the 4th in Edinburgh. Like the new hat, says J-Dog. I thought we'd just have a quick change, but the bonnet can always go back on if you get fed up with the jackaroo, the fedora. So there we go. Excellent stuff. Is it a bit far back? There we go. It's a fair old hat. Wonderful. It's a proper Australian jackaroo. So there are wonderful stuff. And I can't think of any better to model it than the world's top broadcaster and the first lord of the internet. And of course, in this weather in Scotland, it keeps the sun off your face. So it's fantastic so that I won't get the sunburn. Wonderful, wonderful. If you've just joined us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Fourth, why don't they say 40? It's messed up. So there you are. Yes, well, there's all that sort of stuff. Dinky-Doo says Ross, I beg your pardon. Sorry about that, Ross. Well, there we are. It looked like Rose from here. You see, I can't put my specs on because it's too close to see or too far away. You know, you're never too close, you're never too far away. Just shared on Snapchat, says J-Dog. Thanks, J-Dog. Tell everyone, tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that Scottie McClue has popped up live on YouTube just for you. So there we are. Lovely to be with you all. There's Matthew saying hi. Fantastic stuff. And guys, share on every platform you've got on social media. Tremendous stuff. Get it out there. We need more subs, by the way. So if you can tell people who haven't subbed, can you subscribe to Scottie McClue's YouTube channel and do it now? So there we are. Nice hat, says Matthew. Hey, Scottie, your bonnet looks different. Yes, it grew. It grew last night. So there we are. It went all sort of leathery. Fantastic stuff. Anyway, as I say, it saves me getting burned by the sun in Scotland at this time of year. Can you give a happy birthday to my friend Matthew? Says J-Dog. I can. Happy birthday, Matthew. Lovely to have you with us at Dinky-Doo. Hope you're having a very, very good day. It's my birthday, says Matthew. Excellent stuff. Are we in the Australian outback, mate? Yes, we are, mate. That's where we are, Kia. We're in Australia, good and proper. So fair Dinky-Doo, I say, and fair dinkum. Excellent stuff. So there you are. If you've just joined us and you're wondering what's going on, you're watching Scottie McClue with a live pop-up on YouTube just for you. Dinky-Doo. Crikey, says Cal. Dinky-Doo, says Boss. You're a bit early for I'm a Celebrity, says J-Dog. No, not at all. There's always a wee chance to audition. I actually auditioned for Big Brother and I got very, very, very far on. But they thought because I'd worked in television, I might be giving away some stuff, but, but there it goes. Fantastic, though. It's great to go down and audition at the Emirates Stadium where Arsenal play down in London, and very good of them to see me. Wonderful stuff. All that sort of idea. You would have won, says Boss. Well, I think we could have stirred the pot a bit. You look like a cowboy, says Matthew. Matthew, that's not very nice. I'm a professional, for goodness sake. So there we are. Anyway, welcome, I say. Yes, I suppose I do look as if I'm about to, go to the OK Corral. I'm one of the Magnificent Seven. I'm the Magnificent One. Be hatted, I say to you. If you just joined us, welcome. It's Scottie McClue here, the world's top broadcaster, first lord of the internet, inviting you to join us live on our Ustream. Thanks, says J-Dog. Excellent, J-Dog. Lots and lots of likes of the stream, guys. So can have a dozen here. Where's your boomerang? Well, my boomerang's gone to Matthew for his birthday, and I wish him many, many happy returns. See what I just did there? How good was that? There you go. Excellent stuff. And, of course, happy birthday to Matthew. So that's the boomerang, and just let's hope it comes back to me. Thank you, Scotty, says Matthew. No problem at all, Matthew. Lovely to have you with us. And Dinky-Doo from me, Scottie McClue. Now then, as I say, we have a lot to talk about tonight. I want to pose the question to you guys. What would you do if you were given £1 million? All right. What would you do if you were given £1 million? Okay, so sensible answers. Scotty, have you ever been to Australia? Says Kerr. I haven't, Kerr. My sister's been. She brought me the jackaroo. So there you go. She brought the hat back. No corks, I notice. It's wonderful. Right, here we go. Now then, I'm just tweeting. Wonderful. Sorry about that. There you are. I was just sending it out to the tweet there. So get your million subs. Yes, please. 1 million subs on here. But we should hit the 2,000 tonight if everybody who hasn't yet done it subscribes right now. Fantastic stuff, guys. So there we are. I was just doing a bit of sharing. That's why I didn't pop up there for a second. I built a house shaped like a giant pork pie. I love pork pies. Is there a chance you'll give me £1 million? Says Charles McLaughlin. Well, it just depends on what you can do for me, Charles, I would say. So there we are. So keep your thoughts going on that one. If I disappear for the second, guys, I'm just sharing. So don't panic if McClue disappears. Just sharing, letting everybody know we're live now. So there we are. Wonderful stuff. Just done a bit of hey, fantastic. Just a bit of sharing there. Wonderful. Are you going to the Edinburgh Fringe this year? It'd be good to see you there, says Andrew. Do you know, Andrew, I was actually thinking about that. I think it would be amazing to do a show at the Edinburgh Fringe, but I get so maxed because I get so much work coming my way in the summer, and it's always kind of clashes with the Fringe. Otherwise, I think Scottie McClue at the Fringe would probably go down rather well. Aye, what's going on here, says Jaffa. Hey, Jaffa, who are you, says Kerr. Oh, Kerr, come on now. We don't pry. We don't give things away. If we don't know who people are, we don't say. We don't say the second names, all that sort of stuff. We don't give stuff away. I'm just going to do some more sharing, guys. Let everybody know what's happening. I think we should ban Jaffa. There we are. Let me see what Jaffa's been up to. So there we go. And live. There we go. Just let everybody know. Yo, my main man, says Flippy. Jaffa is a pro Fortnite coach. Jaffa's good. Coach, says J-Dog. Excellent. Yes, so we keep Jaffa. We do not ban Jaffa. Are you okay with the big hat, guys? Because I've got the bonnet. You can decide, of course, not a problem either way. Wonderful stuff. Welcome to Scottie McClue's YouTube pop-up just for you. Dinky-Doo. Jaffa done nothing. It did nothing would be the way to put it, Kerr. Jaffa did nothing. Very good. So there we go. Not Jaffa done nothing now. Bit of housekeeping, of course. Have you made sure you've subscribed to Scottie McClue? Has everybody done the thumbs up? Scottie, you should join the SAS. So there you are. How do you know I wasn't in the SAS? Ban all them bams. Hello, Scotty. It's great to see you. Another pop-up. How are you? Excellent stuff. Now, I thought 9 o'clock might be a better time for everybody tonight. What do you reckon? Is that fair enough? You know, you can't say fairer than that unless you can't pronounce your Fs or your THs. Ban all the BAMs. So there we are. Jaffa's annoyed that I didn't give him a bigger bit of my birthday cake, says Matthew. I don't like 9, says Care. Why not Care? 10 o'clock better. 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 7 or 8, says Care. 9 o'clock's a good time, Scotty, says Craigo. If I had £1 million, I just want to see this pop up again someday, see what somebody's going to do with £1 million. The big question tonight, guys, what would you do if somebody gave you £1 million? 9 p.m.'s really good, but I also don't mind 7 p.m. I think 5's a bit early. Jack says, Scotty, go and get a real job. I've got lots of real jobs, Jack. This is a bit of leisure time. Just for the likes of you, because you need educated and you need informed. As 9 is just a 6 standing in its head. Effectively, you get lit 6 views, Jack. Last night's was over 200 already, so there's no lit 6 views, right? We can get millions and millions of views. The channel has had millions of views, Jack. So away you go with your negativity and your nonsense. So there we are. Rum dum 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 dum, says Matthew. You've got 7, says Jack. Yes, but as I say, that'll multiply up to maybe 300, 350 as the night goes on. I'd put 1 million in a house. So there we are. That's a lot of money to put in a house, I'll tell you stuff. And people watching, yes, Jack, we know that. But it changes. It comes and goes all the time. It ends up with millions watching. The same on the Facebook Live. You know, it's 8 now, says Grenoble. Of course it is. I've liked Scotty. This is a great pop-up so far, says Craigle. Scotty, do you know your regulars on the live streams? Excellent, yes. There's 10, Jack. Okay. And that'll just go up on a multiplier. In fact, there's 11, Jack. All right. So everybody share it. Remember, we've only been on a few minutes. Stuff takes a little while to warm up, Jack. Yes, there we are. So why the negativity? Where are you getting that from, Jack? You get a proper job. What's your proper job, Jack? Wonderful stuff. Right, there we go. You always get the dafties, don't you? Seeing if they can do something big down. Wonderful. Right now, tea time. Horse immense boss. Scotty, what's your opinion on the new immigration policy? I don't think much of it, Charles, because Scotland in particular is very, very depopulated through social injustice. And I think what we're needing to do, there we are. I don't know who's put that. We'll just remove it. So there you go. Free Nelson. We're nice and clean on here, thank you. Jack's a bam, says boss, of course. So I don't really like it, Charles, to be honest, because Scotland needs to be repopulated. You know, I mean, you'll drive around Scotland, you'll see a little pile of stones, a wee puckle of stains. That used to be a village, you know, until about 1746 or 1812 or 1848. That's the stuff. So Scotland needs a good few million more people. So I would like to see us opening up because immigration equals success. Blocking out the haters, says boss. Oh, you'll always get the haters. That Jack there, he's a right one, I can tell you. They follow you around, trying to be negative. Scott, says Jack Johnson. So there we are. Right, I don't know what we'll do with Jack. Shall we ban him? Shall we give him a lifetime ban? I mean, we don't need him. We've got plenty of viewers. So there we are. He just doesn't get it. We'll think about that. Right. Ban him, says J-Dog. Yes. Right. Shall we ban Jack? That's what we need to do. Ban. Ban, says boss. Anybody else for a ban for Jack? Do we think? Now, this is a lifetime ban, though. So remember, if I do what you say and ban Jack, he's gone forever. Never be heard of again on the live stream. Jack saying, I'm sorry. So shall we leave him on? Does everybody deserve a second chance? Check the nick of you tonight, Scotty, says Mark. Do you like it, Mark? There we are. Excellent stuff. I'm so sorry, says Jack. Right. Shall we leave Jack up? Does everybody deserve a second chance, do you think? What about 2-week bans, says Charles? No, I think if we're banning Charles, it's got to be the real McCoy. Make him pay, says Free Nelson. Everybody deserves a second chance, says Boss. Looking dapper, says Mark. I thank you, Mark. Dinky-Doo. Can we all share and let everybody know that Scottie McClue is live just for you? Dinky-Doo. I'm just going to do another wee share. See if we can get this sharing. There we go, guys. You'd wonder where I was there. Community services, Mark. So we should give them community service. There's no half-hearted bans around here, Dinky-Doo. There we are. We think Jack should get community service for cheeking up to McClue live on the live stream. What about that, Dinky-Doo? Any more thumbs up, please? Can we like the stream? And as everybody subscribed, we want 2K subs by the end of this live stream. 2K subs, I tell you. Have we all shared with every single bit of our social media, our games, our gamers, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn? Good morning, Scotty, says Ignorant. Dinky-Doo Ignorant, lovely to have you. Boss says, when you're back on the radio, Scotty, big chat going on at the moment. Make him pick up litter and dog muck. Oh, you're all very harsh. Jack's doing, he's doing the joined hands. He's wanting to be part of the team. He got it a bit wrong, and he's very, very sorry. 10, 11 views now, Jack. So there you are. And that will be up by a couple of hundred by the end of the night. All right, have you got it? Oh, yes, big style. So there you are. Team Scottie McClue. We are Team Scottie McClue. We are us. There's no them and us. There's just us. It says gullible in the ceiling, says Matthew. Yes, look up, Jack. Bet you it won't, bet you it will, Jack. Look at last night's. Go on Scottie McClue's YouTube channel and look at last night's and tell me how many watched. I don't see it, says Ignorance. There we are. Don't be looking up now, boys. I'll tell you. There's a bit of carry on going on here. What have we got here? Right, Jack, we'll have to remove that. There we are. You're not thinking. I can see Jack getting a... Shall we put... Jack's not in the team, says Mark. So there we are. Scotty, how are you doing? Nice hat, says Gary. Dinky-Doo, Gary. Dinky-Doo, Scotty. There we are. Excellent stuff. Lovely to have you with us. Scotty, help. It really says gullible in the ceiling. Oh, Colonel Cucumber. I must look up and check. 15 people, Jack. What about that? 200 at the end of the night? No, seriously, it says gullible in the ceiling. I know. I wrote it there myself so that everybody would look up. See? I put it there for you guys. Wonderful stuff. Yes, I am. You've got to remember, I wasn't born yesterday. I'm not just an athlete. No. Crocodile Dinky-Doo, I didn't come up the Clyde on a bicycle. So there's Jack. Jack's giving it each now. Thank you, Scotty, says Colonel Cucumber. Jack, what you're doing, you're spamming La. Jack is spamming. Okay, right, we're going to have to... we'll put Jack in timeout, guys, till he gets it. So there we are. He's lost his way. There we are. Jack's in timeouts. All gone. Very good. Very immature, Jack. Yes. Bye, Jack. Bye. Do him for spamming, the J-Dog. Yes. Send him to baby jail. Hails on the palm of your hands. First sign of madness. We get 80 hands. I hope so. So there we are. Hi, Scott. Used to listen to you on Red Rose Radio in the 90s, says Green Goblin. Green Goblin, absolutely massive on Red Rose Radio in the 90s. Absolutely. Jack's a letdown and a disappointment to his parents, says Free Nelson Mandela. You were fantastic, says Green Goblin. Green Goblin, I thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I miss all these wonderful people on Red Rose Radio. What a great station that was. Red Rose Gold, $9.99. Fantastic. And there we are. But I do miss that. Another wonderful station I was on was Radio City in Liverpool. And, of course, I was on Century covering Manchester, Liverpool, Preston, Blackpool, all that kind of idea. And right across the whole of the Northwest, tremendous. Up into the hills, into Oldham. I recall enjoying all the chat, banter, and often in-depth conversations. We did. Can you dab for my birthday, says Matthew. Of course I can, Matthew. Hit the dab. Hit the dab, Scottie McClue. What we did then, Green Goblin, is that we've actually got the Skype if you wanted to come on. I can't trust a lot of people with the Skype, but if you wanted to give us a quick ring just to say hi, then you can do Scottie.McClue. But unfortunately, we had to remove the Skype because we had one or two naughty boys on. It was just two out of the whole world. So there we are. Fantastic. That would be epic, says Ignorant. I know. I loved your nation. That was class, says Boss. Start your own radio station, Scottie. Well, stranger things have happened. One of the reasons I like to pop up and live stream on YouTube is you can't wait for television and radio stations to get their act together and say, let's do a big nighttime show. So there you are. What would you do with 1 million? I'd use it for good causes. I'd use a little bit of it to buy some good equipment for broadcasting. I'd use a little bit of it for advertising. So a lot of it would go into advertising the show, letting everybody know. I would give a little bit of away for prize money as well on the program, on the live stream. And what else would I do? That's kind of it, really. I mean, I've, had some wonderful things in my life and all that sort of idea. So I would want to look after other people because obviously we're not here on the earth forever. And, I am one of the richest people in the world. I just don't have any money. So there you go. Fantastic stuff. But there's a lot more to being rich than money, I can tell you. So there we are. What's your take on the coronavirus? Do you think it's something that will keep spreading or that the measures and controls are in place? Well, I think it will keep spreading for a bit. And then it's apparently quite a weak virus. So it may well just start to fizzle out. It might have been bred in the conditions of the time of year or just something that was happening. But also they'll need to get a vaccine for it. That's what I think. You forgot about treating Mrs. McClue. Yes, absolutely, J-Dog. I'd give her a half-hour lie-in the morning. How about that? I'd get up and take the dog and say, listen, honey, just you keep on for half an hour. So don't worry about making me tea and that. I can do all that myself. What about that? A wee treat for Mrs. McClue? Maybe we should make a wee tray of tablet. Half an hour lie-in, says Mark. Absolutely. Well, that's a treat, isn't it? And I remember you doing a show on Talk Radio, says Chris. Yes, Chris, absolutely. And if you go on the YouTube there and you go into Scottie McClue and Talk Radio for Buns Night, you'll hear me on Buns Night as well, from Edinburgh on Talk Radio. So that's what I'd do with it. I'd probably start up a radio station and do a lot of good for people with the radio station. Marvelous stuff. Become a massive do-gooder. And with all these do-gooders, drive you up the wall. There we go. That would be superb. Ooh. Do you like the tea? Dunoon pottery. I'll check that out, says Chris. Do, Chris. There's 600 pieces of audio and video. And they're on YouTube just for your edification, your education, your enjoyment, your information, your delight. They're all there for you. And some of them, although I say it myself, but I've been told by everybody else, are very, very funny. So there we go. Very, very funny. You probably have to change the subject matter. But it annoys me when people say, oh, yes, 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 the world has changed. Well, it hasn't changed at all. That's just a lot of nonsense. Everybody's still up for a good blether on television or radio. And I think we should make sure that they get it. That's my mission in life. Very simple. No frills, no fancies, just up for a good bit of chit-chat with the human race. And this is why I would like to see this go massive. And there's no reason why it shouldn't go massive. So there we are. Did you see my message again before the stream started? I'll check it out, J-Dog. You didn't message me, did you, on Facebook? Because I've not got Messenger, because it pops up when I'm streaming and it kind of cancels. I think it stops the stream, if I remember right. Can everybody subscribe to the YouTube channel, please? I know I'm always subscribe. But can you do that? Can we all like the stream? So I need another 6 likes of the stream right now. Like. So look for the little thumbs up. Click on it and give us a like, okay? Do you see the way that changes color? My face changes color when I put my hand up. Look. And again. Why is that? Who knows about that? Can everybody go liking? No, on the stream, says J-Dog. Oh, fantastic, J-Dog. Yes, I will have a look about that. What would your suggestions do? What would you all do if you had £1 million? Whoa! Says Ignorant. Fantastic. That's insane, Scotty. Did you see it? Is that you're talking about? I know about television cameras, and what you're doing is you're playing with a balance, auto white balance. Absolutely. You're quite right. That's exactly what it is. It's magic. We like all that. And what about this? Can you see this? Hang on. Let's see if I can get this for you. Let's see what's what here. Oh, this will be good. No, that's no good. I'm looking for something else here. Oh, yes. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was going to show you something that I had here. What you're using is a webcam. No. We're just sort of streaming live on the old phone. I've shared your stream on Bebo. Oh, that'll be good. Excellent. Boss Belly, £2. What on earth? My goodness me. What legend, says Ignorant. Very, very kind of you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Boss Belly. Very thoughtful. Very kind. No, I'm just streaming on the old phone here, guys. So that's what's going on. Cheap and cheerful. As I say, no frills, no fancies. We're just talking to the world. We're just chit-chatting away to the world. Did you like that piece of magic there that we did with the auto white balance? I've introduced a new sort of character, and it's a witch that lives in the sand, and she's known as a sandwich. So what do you think? A nice hat, Scotty. You're still off Crocodile Dundee. Absolutely. Hey. Okay, Mick. I love Crocodile Dundee. I think he is just absolutely mega. Boss Belly, what's the £3? You're being very kind. You've still not got 100, says Jack. Jack's back. Jack, we will have 100. Look at last night's. Go on the YouTube channel and look at them. One's got, I think it's 230,000. So stop being silly, Jack. You've no got 100. What's on? Shall we ban Jack, guys? Shall we give him a lifetime ban from the stream? Because he's not very positive. What's her name, says Ignorant. The desert sorceress. No, the sandwich. Get it? It's wonderful. I did not realize, wait to see, that you streamed on your phone. You learn something new every day, says J-Dog. Why is it good, J-Dog? Do you think it's quite good? Do you like the old stream? Would you say it's good quality? I think he deserves a second chance, says Ignorant Muck. What are you doing, Boss Belly? £5. What is this? You'll have to explain to me. So there we go. Wonderful stuff. We do, McClue accepts applause and derision on his merits. Do you still do Facebook Live on Sunday nights, says Paul? We do, Paul, absolutely, yes. So you'll see we did one last week, fantastic. And Jack will know some of these go up to about two. I think there's one at 28,000. So, I mean, that's been fantastic. But we've been doing that for, must be about 4 years now. It just happened one night. It was a friend of mine on the phone. He said, have you never thought of going on Facebook Live, McClue? He came on and the conversation went like this. I don't think you'll mind me telling you about the conversation. The conversation went like this. Hello, McClue. I thought I'd give you a ring because you're quiet. And when you're quiet, you're up to something. And I said, no, not up to anything, just chilling. Jack does not know who you are, Scotty, says Charles McLaughlin. I think he doesn't understand the power. Scotty boy Scotty says, keep up the great work Scotty brought up with you on the radio. Me and my mates used to go home. And this will come back to me. It will come back in a minute. It wanders. The chat comes up and then it just sort of fades out. And then it goes back up again. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you up to date. Me and my mates used to go home early to listen to many moons ago. So fantastic. What time do you go on a Sunday night? 9 o'clock usually. Au revoir, Scotty. Got to do some French homework. Dinky-Doo, says J-Dog. Au revoir, monsieur. Ça va très bien. Je regrette que je ne parle pas français très vite. Si tu parles lentement, peut-être je comprends. Oui, bonne nuit, monsieur. Bonne nuit. Excellent stuff. 9 o'clock sharp. 9 o'clock sharp, Paul. Yes, always sharp. Oui, says Jam. Absolutely. Not a problem at all. So a little bit of French there for you. Keep you up to date. Can we have more likes of the stream, please? We've got 20 now, Jack. Oh, somebody having to swallow all their words, Jack. What do your words taste like? OMG, I know French. My brother told me that je suis means let's be happy. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Let's be happy. That's what I say. I need... Oui, that's my French as far as it goes. So there we are. That's plenty. Too much information. Bye. So there we go. Right. So what was I telling you about? So he said, yes, so you're quiet, McClue, you see. So he said, have you thought about doing Facebook Live? I said, do I need a new computer? Or no, you just click the icon. So I'll have to look into this. Anyway, the live streaming had just sort of come in as far as I know. And I looked at it and it said live. So I clicked live and then it said go live. And I thought, oh my goodness. So I thought I'd better tidy myself up a bit. You'll see the first one. I'm in an old jumper, an old fisherman's jumper and my bonnet. And I pressed live and all these hearts came at me. And the rest is history. And I think maybe, about 3 or 4 million people have probably seen these Sunday night pop-ups now when you add them all up together. Fantastic. And there's a lot of good comedy on there as well, guys. And I think we'll just keep live streaming because it's obviously a bit of fun. Everybody likes it. It's not doing anybody any harm, and we're having some good banter. Would you say the banter? Do you like the banter? What's the best thing about Switzerland? Well, let me see. The flag is a big plus. I could tell you that. So there we are. That's what I think. And I love the chocolate. No idea, but the flag's a big plus, Jan. I got it right. Woo! What's the best thing about Switzerland? The flag is a big plus. We love that. Dinky-Doo from Scottie McClue. Excellent stuff. And if you've just joined us, welcome. Can everybody share again, just to let everybody know what's happening? Fantastic. How have I got £10? I think that somebody's being very, very generous. Where does that go? So there, does it go into some massive fund in the sky? You can, if you've got a spare £2 or £2.50, you can always send it to Scottie McClue's GoFundMe. So there we are, or paypal.me/Scottie McClue. What do you think of the BBC licence fee debate? Do you think they need to evolve and get with the times? Or should we protect the Beeb and keep asking everyone to pay the licence fee? Green Goblin, I was thinking... So there we are. I was thinking that we need Scottie McClue on the BBC. I think that would enhance the BBC. A national phone-in at night on the FM right across the whole country. So maybe something like Radio 4 or Radio 5 Live, nighttime, Scottie McClue, or commercial television, Nation Radio. Oh, right. Yes, indeed. So what have we got here? I'm just looking to see what's going on. See what you're all telling me. I've got to wait for the chat to come up. You can get that, Scott. You need to link to your YouTube payment. Think you only get half of it, though. Oh, boss. What a lovely, lovely thought. So there you are. Very, very kind of you. But every little penny, because I put it into advertising on Facebook, and we're saving up for cameras and things like that. I concur. I think you'll be excellent on Question Time, says Green Goblin. So there we are tonight on Question Time. When Robin Day left, somebody suggested Scottie McClue. And when Mr. Dimbleby left, David Dimbleby left, I was thinking of his father there, Richard, fantastic man. When David Dimbleby left, somebody said, why don't you chair Question Time? But they obviously have got their staff people for that. Who's the small Scotty in the background? That Colonel Cucumber is when I was on Scott FM. I'll get it for you. You're going to look, there you go. Do you see that the right way up? Oh, that's my grandfather going off to the First World War to fight for us in the trenches. Grandpa Neil, lovely, lovely man. Knew him very well, knew him till I had him till I was 14. Do you see that? It's sort of reflecting on the lamp, but that was the Scotch FM one. So there we go. I concur, yes, Question Time. That's the small Scotty in the background. And I just popped it up. Grandpa won't mind because Grandpa won't be live streaming at the moment, although he's always in touch. Robin Day was the best, the Grand Inquisitor. Wonderful man, Robin Day. And used to go, well, come on. What do you think? You know, and he knew the politicians so well. And of course, he was at Oxford University with probably a lot of them. And then he started on ITN, I think. Still no 100. No, Jack, it'll be 100 by the end of the night. Stop being so silly. Jack, tell us why you're being negative. Are you a wee bit jealous? Do you wish you were live streaming? Because you can do. There's no need for jealousy. So there, we haven't aged a bit, Scotty, says Mark. Somebody says, oh, Jack, sod off. That's harsh. There we are, savage, but quite right as well, you know. Very, very fair. Harsh, but fair. Jack, get to your bed. Yes, Jack should be sound asleep at his age now. So there we are. Get Jack off. So there we go. Out of here, Jack, says ignorant. So there we are. Jack, you're not getting a great reception on here, Lala. So there we are. 21 watching, Jack. Can I have more likes, please, guys? Can we get some likes up, please? Like. So they are. Jack's watching the Teletubbies. Yes, are they not a bit advanced for Jack? Yes, it'd be better with something a little bit simpler. So there we are. And right, ignorant, thank you. So wonderful stuff. Now, if you've just joined us, folks, and a lot of you have, then you're watching Scottie McClue. We're live on YouTube just for you with our Wednesday night pop-up. So I hope you will share and share and share and share. Can we have a big general share, please, right now? That would be fantastic. A general share. So if everybody shares with all their social media, can we have a massive subscribe? Because I need about another, I think it's about another 15. Just ignore him, Scotty. He wants some attention. Jack's an attention seeker. There we are. If he's on here, he might be a detention seeker. See what I said there? We'd have to put him in time out. So there we are. He's probably watching Easy Town. I personally love visiting China, says somebody here. How fantastic is that? Scottie McClue's pop-up live for you, live streaming on YouTube. That's the world's top platform. So there we are. Green Goblin, I used to date Tony Benz Oh, wow, right. Yes, I'll not mention too much about that because it's private, but I've met Tony Benn. I met him, I was working in Yorkshire, and on the May Day parade at Barnsley, out at the park. Anybody watching from Barnsley that can tell me the name of the park? So there we are, that would be fantastic. The name of the park in Barnsley, where everybody gathers, you can go to the edge of the park and look over at Wentworth Castle, that sort of idea. And Tony came down to the march, fantastic. And I think his mother was from Greenock, and or was his grandmother from Greenock, I can't remember. And they stayed in Greenock, round the corner from where my father had a business. So they were wonderful stuff. And that was where the Benns stayed, or well, if it was his mother, it would be his mother's family. Yes, you big geezer, says Lucky boy. So there we are. Time out. Boss Belly's put the time clock up. I love it. Thanks for sharing, everybody. Dinky-Doo. We're discussing what to do with Jack, who just doesn't get it. Jack's a dissenter. So there we are. I don't think you're not a hater, Jack, are you? You're just a little bit jealous, a little bit of a green-eyed monster. Scotty, well, I can't comment on that, Scotty boy, but amazing stuff. There we are. I have to pop that off. But there we are. Jack needs to go on the naughty step, says Green Goblin. Absolutely. It's like they said, great story about Tony, says Green Goblin. Yeah, Tony Blair. And I met him, lovely, lovely man. And that was him at the May Day rally. Of course, Yorkshire, the brass bands, the mines, the steelworks. Fabulous day out, a Saturday the 1st of May. I'm trying to think when it would be. So I was there. I'm just wondering if it would be around 2000. See if we had Saturday the 1st of May. No, 2000, 2001? No, 2003, 2004. Can we check if the 1st of May was a Saturday in 2003 or 2004, when Scottie McClue had the privilege of meeting the great Tony Benn, and very nice man. So there you are, lovely chat, very, very interesting, a whole lot of them. And of course the brass bands, Green Goblin, I love them. Jack's trying to get out his cot, he's playing with his mum's phone. So Scotty boy, Scotty. Fantastic. 22 now, the numbers. Get the numbers up. Can I have lots of likes, please? Like the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up. Do you see my face has changed colour when I put my thumb up like that? Do you have any favourite pop band, even from the 1970s? Lots of them, loved them. Dr. Hook was a big one, of course. The Beatles, the Stones, Neil Young, Cream, Live Cream. Fantastic. Anybody know about that? Have you ever heard about that? You know, all that sort of stuff. Jimi Hendrix, that never fails to amaze me, Scotty. 22 views at the moment, Mark, but it'll accumulate. We've had, I think, 225 from last night or something. Are you on Twitter, Scotty? Yes, Green Goblin. Go and follow me on Twitter, please, at Scottie McClue. At Scottie McClue. We're on LinkedIn, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok at Scottie McClue. So get on there, TikTok at Scottie McClue. More thumbs up, guys. Come on, don't be reticent, and you know, don't be backward at coming forwards. E17, great band, fantastic bands, yes. Wonderful stuff. Tinder, yes, boss, yes, fantastic. All the big bands. And of course, a lot of them used to come into the radio studio, and it was absolutely incredible. Paul says, what is TikTok? Paul, are you an alien life from another planet? Are you an outsider to the human race? Come on now. Everybody knows TikTok. TikTok at Scottie McClue. The whole world's rocking when McClue is talking. And I'm TikToking, and I'm out walking. The whole world's rocking when McClue's TikToking, and I am talking, and I'm out walking. And I'm saying Dinky-Doo just for you. So there we are. Share, Jew, and plenty of fish. Fantastic stuff. Guys, a massive share. And No need for the double hockey sticks, Paul. So there we are. And very strange. Some boys, says James Spicy Mems. Plenty of fish. Excellent stuff. Thin Lizzie. Yes. Thin Lizzie. Silly Wizard. What about that? Deacon Blue. Wonderful. So there we are. So yes, you can get on Twitter and see Scottie McClue on there. We're all over the internet, guys. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but Scottie McClue is a massive, massive, worldwide, international brand. So you've got people in Australia, New Zealand, India, Africa, Canada, America, the Arctic, the Antarctic, right down to the very southern tip of America, Cape Horn. And are we ready for it, folks? The Tierra del Fuego. Scottie McClue is very big in the Tierra del Fuego. So literally translated, who does Spanish? Tierra del Fuego, the land of fire. And what you've got at the Tierra del Fuego is its frozen landscape, the frozen landscape, and it bursts out into, spontaneously combusts the land. Fires break out, the land of fire, Tierra del Fuego. Check it out, honestly, Scottie McClue. So there we go. Need a wee sip of water here. Oh, that's lush. That is lush. Oh, that's lush. Now, do we like the jackaroo hat, or do we prefer the bonnet? Do tell. Spill the jackaroo or the bonnet. There we are, Mick Dundee. Free Dundee. Wonderful stuff. Tell us what you prefer when it comes to the headgear for the pop-ups. Is everybody happy with the pop-ups? Do we like the pop-ups? So, just checking. What suits do we like the pop-ups? Do tell. I'll just see what everybody's saying. Right. Oh, gosh. I found out about your stream time from Twitter, says J-Dog. Good, J-Dog. Everybody follow Scottie McClue on Twitter. Scottie, how's your day today? Fantastic day today and a brilliant day tomorrow. I still think you should start your own. Oh, no, we can't start a pirate, Paul. That wouldn't be right. But your own radio station, yes, could be huge. Blow your trumpet and plenty of fish, mate. Good place to share. So a bit of Dave Attenborough there. Oh, Sir David, I love him. They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Out in the Arctic tundra, the frozen wasteland, nothing is stirring. Then a little bit of movement can be detected. It's the one occupant of this wild part of the world, the Arctic fox. Did you like? Was that any good? Let me know what you think. I love all that sort of stuff. I think if I'd been around in the 1930s and 40s, I'd definitely have been on BBC Radio. And then I would like to have transferred to television in the 1950s when the television service came up. So if I'd done 40 years, say I was born probably around, when would I want to be born? Probably around, say I was born in 1900. I'd be 22, right? My grandfather would have been 19 in 1900. He would have been 19, right? So he used to tell me all about it. He used to tell me all about Queen Victoria and King Edward VII and King George V, all that sort of stuff. Wonderful man, my grandfather. Lovely, lovely guy. Anyway, if I'd been born in 1900, I would have been 22 when the BBC started. And I'd have written to dear old Lord Reith, fellow Glaswegian, yes, a fellow Scot, and said, any chance of a job with your new setup? And we've got the radio. And then we could have done this one. You know how it goes. This is the BBC Home Service. The time is 10 o'clock. Doot, doot, doot. BBC Radio News at 10 o'clock. This is... It's all that stuff. It was wonderful. I liked it. And you got these great big wooden radios. People could make them. My uncle made one. For his parents. He made a radio. People used to build them, and they used to build wood cabinets for them, and they sounded incredible. Massive big speaker. I mean, we think we've got really high quality sound now, and we have had stereo that was around in the 1960s and 70s. It was outstanding when people played vinyl records, but, vinyl music. And I wouldn't be surprised if vinyl actually comes back just because of the sheer quality. But it's getting time now. There's so much media to listen to. And that's why, guys, I'm very, very appreciative of the fact you join us on the live stream, because there's so much out there. But I think it's great just to share our ideas, great just to chew the fat, great just to have a bit of the banter, So, I'll pop up as long as we're enjoying ourselves. It's not a problem either way. Excellent stuff. So there you go. Can everybody subscribe and like the stream again? Oh, my goodness, look at the time. Do you want to tune on the squeeze box? Let's see, we got something on the squeeze box. Oh, there's a squeeze box for you. Just so you know, I'm not faking it. I'm not fake news. There you go. Did you like that? A wee tune on the squeeze box just for all of you and for the lucky ones who are tuning in to the live stream right now. What are you guys saying? I like the voice there, Scotty, says James. Excellent. Council Juice, Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us. Lush Scottish water. Top hat and tails tomorrow, Scotty. What are the pop-ups, says Green Goblin. It's like this, Green Goblin. We just pop up, and we pop up on Facebook Live. So I don't know if you can take this down or anything, but facebook.com. Facebook.com/Scotty.McClue.9. So that's one. There's also another Facebook page with about 5,500 followers on it. You can go on and follow Scottie McClue there. Follow Scottie McClue on Twitter. Follow Scottie McClue on Instagram. Scottie McClue 1. Follow Scottie McClue on TikTok at Scottie McClue. Follow Scottie McClue on YouTube at Scottie McClue. It's all on there, or just on the YouTube channel, of course. I'll just do some more sharing, guys. So there we go. Wonderful. Now then. There we go. I just popped out there. I was just talking to somebody. Classic, says Boss. It brought me to tears there. Nicely played, that man. Excellent, guys. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated, of course. Can we have more thumbs up, please? Like. Has everybody subscribed? Sorry to nag. But has everybody subscribed? Very, very important that. Because I want to get the subs up. I want to over the 2,000 because we have got a lot to do and we will grow the show and, introduce different things. I'm still looking into seeing if I can get a profanity device for the Skype so we can take the Skype call safely without the idiots trying to swear. If they then do swear, of course, it wouldn't go out. We just cut it off, and off they jolly well go. Give them a lifetime ban. Bye-bye. It amazes me how tiny-minded these people are. You know, that they think if I say a silly word, I need some of your luxurious cattle. How are you doing, Jamie? Best place to get vinyls, original pressings is car boot sales, says Green Goblin. Never mind, this'll do. So there we are. Why do you have so many photos of yourself? Well, people take them and they give them to me. Here we go. Vinyl records are back in fashion. I still have a lot of vinyls and a record player, says J-Dog. Green Goblin says, my grandfather would never talk about the war, Second World War. He was a sniper positioned in Italy. Yes, he was probably at Monte Cassino. I imagine he saw some awful things. What a fantastic sacrifice and wonderful service they gave. Absolutely. My father was in the Paras, and he was the same. You just couldn't get anything out of him about it. He wouldn't discuss it. You should have a website, says Green Goblin. I've got one, Green Goblin. If you can take a note, www.scottie-mcclue.com. And I think over 10 million have visited that website. 10 million people have visited Scottie McClue's website. Oh, that's a big one for Jack to take on board, isn't it? 10 million people say, all your fingers, Jack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha, I'll go and visit the site. Yes, do. Scottie-mcclue.com. So there we are. Excellent stuff. And what we might do, as I say, once we get the calls going, once we've sorted out the profanity people, we'll get the calls going, and that would be really, really good. It'd make for a massive stream all over the world, because there's nothing to stop us, guys. What you see is what you get. And obviously, if you didn't like it, you don't have to bother. Nobody's too bothered either way. Fantastic. So there you are. It's a bit like when you cross the mutile with the skunk. You get an animal that smells terrible but couldn't give a hoot. Would you trust me to Skype you, but not today? J-Dog, yes, I wouldn't like to say I don't trust, but you know what I mean? I just don't want to take the risk with anyone because of what happened last week. So Charlie and Josh spoiled it for everyone in the world. Tot, tot, totity, tot. Tot, 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 tot. Do you have viewers in Australia? Says Riker. I do, Riker. I've got quite a lot of regular viewers, and also on the Facebook live stream they come on, and it's 10 o'clock at night and they go, good morning, good day. Yes, it was disrespectful. They spoiled it for the majority, says Craig. I know, up until last week, this time we were all Skyping. So Jack might be borrowing the family brain cell. Yes, absolutely. Can I have more shares, please? Sharing and sharing. I've got to go, folks. I'm off. Plenty of fish. Speak later. Scotty boy, Scotty Beetroot. Lovely to hear from you. And Dinky-Doo. Guys, I'm going to push off. Thanks very much for joining us. From me, Scottie McClue, and everybody at McClue Towers, I say Dinky-Doo to every single one of you. Don't leave, James. Oh, James, thanks. Appreciated. Dinky-Doo, have a good night, everybody. Thanks, boss. Thanks, J-Dog. Have a great night. I'll sing you the goodbye song. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Goodbye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, and a cheerio. Dinky-Doo, everybody. Take great care of yourself, and we'll all catch up again soon. Ta-da, love.